Hello everyone and welcome back to our Learning Hub series. This next video is going to focus on how we can increase our fibre intake, and to start off with, I'm going to cover what dietary fibre is. Dietary fibre is the part of a plant-derived food that your body can't digest or absorb. This is unlike other food components such as fats, proteins or carbohydrates, which are digested and absorbed by the body. Instead, it passes relatively intact through your stomach, small intestine and colon, and then out of your body. So what are the health benefits of eating more fibre? Well, fibre supports our health in many ways, but maybe the most well-known benefit is that fibre aids digestion and can prevent constipation. As well as this, eating plenty of fibre is also associated with lower risk of certain diseases such as heart disease, colorectal cancer, and type 2 diabetes. Eating enough fibre also helps lower high blood cholesterol, which is beneficial as high cholesterol is associated with an increased risk of cardiovascular diseases. So now let's have a look at how much fibre we are recommended to eat. Adults and older teenagers over the age of 16 should be eating at least 30 grams of fibre a day, whereas children under the age of 16 need slightly less than this at around 25 grams of fibre a day. And younger children aged 5 to 11 years are recommended to eat around 20 grams of fibre a day, whereas children between the age of 2 and 5 should be aiming to eat around 15 grams of fibre a day. Currently in Scotland, both adults and children are, on average, eating significantly below the recommended dietary fibre intake. And to meet the dietary recommendations, the average person in Scotland would need to at least double their overall fibre intake. Eating low amounts of fibre can increase the risk of digestive issues such as constipation, and it can increase your risk of high blood cholesterol, as well as diseases such as colorectal cancer and type 2 diabetes. So it is really important that we consume more fibre-rich foods in our diet to help lower these risks. Okay, so now let's have a look at what foods are high in fibre. Fibre is found in foods that are derived from plants, and this is one of the many reasons why eating more plant-based foods can be good for our health. High fibre foods include foods made from whole grains such as wholemeal bread, whole wheat pasta and noodles, oats, and some cereals. Legumes such as beans and lentils are also high in fibre, as well as fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. And one way to ensure that you're eating enough fibre in your diet is to make sure that you're eating a variety of these high fibre foods. Another way to ensure that you're eating enough fibre in your diet is to check the nutrition labels of the foods you're eating. Typically, the amount of fibre in a product will be shown on the back of pack nutrition label. If a food is a source of fibre, it has 3 grams of fibre per 100 grams of the product. However, if the product is high in fibre, which is obviously more desirable if we are wanting to increase our fibre intake, then the food has 6 grams of fibre per 100 grams of the product. And sometimes, food manufacturers will also label foods as a source of fibre or high in fibre on the front of the packet. So you might not even need to look at the back of pack nutrition label to figure this out. So now we know what foods are high in fibre, let's take a look at how we can include more of these foods in our diet. Over the next few slides, I'm going to share some of our top tips for increasing your fibre intake in your day-to-day meals and snacks. Our first tip is to always start your day with fibre. This will not only start your day off with a big dose of fibre, but eating high fibre foods in the morning can actually make us feel fuller for longer. This means that we'll be less likely to have that late morning energy crash before lunch. Great high fibre breakfast options include some cereals like Weetabix or bran flakes, as well as porridge or wholemeal toast. Adding some extra fruit to your breakfast is also going to increase your fibre intake. Try having some berries on your cereal or porridge, or grab a banana to have alongside your slice of toast. When it comes around to lunchtime, we can make some fibre-rich swaps to help increase our fibre intake. And one example of this is that white bread is lower in fibre than wholemeal bread, so this is why we would recommend opting for wholemeal breads as much as possible. And this is the same for other products such as wraps, pittas, and bagels. If you like to have soup for your lunch, swapping out a meat-based soup for a veggie soup will also help you increase your fiber intake. Meat doesn't contain any fiber, so opting for a plant-based soup such as a chunky vegetable soup or a lentil soup will provide you with more fiber per bowl. When it comes to your evening meal, there are multiple ways that you can pack in some fiber. One tip we have is to keep the skins on potatoes, as these are full of fiber. Whether you are making baked potatoes or roasting them or even mashing them, keeping the skins on will not only be less hassle, but you will increase the fiber content of your meal. Another way to increase fiber in your dinners is to add some beans or lentils. You don't have to go completely veggie either. Even just going half meat and half beans or lentils will still boost the fiber in the dish. Our favourite ways to do this is to add a tin of beans to a beef chili or adding some lentils to a chicken curry. Get experimenting to find out what you like, and over time, as you get used to it, you can sub out some of the meat for more beans and lentils. Our last tip is to include plenty of vegetables within your meal. This could be roasted or steamed vegetables or even a side salad. Do whatever works for you. We would recommend including at least 2 portions of veg alongside your evening meal, and to include as many different types of vegetables in your diet as possible. Remember, the key to a healthy, balanced diet is variety. To increase our fiber intake, we can also make some snack swaps. Some snacks that are high in fiber include oatcakes, fruit salad, falafel, nuts, popcorn, some cereal bars such as quinoa cereal bars, as well as veg sticks and dip. The fiber in these snacks will also fill you up more than snacks such as crisps or chocolate, so your energy levels will be more balanced until you have your next meal. Overall, our best advice is to start making some simple changes, as this can make a big difference. And remember that variety is key to a healthy diet, so to make sure that you are getting plenty of fiber, try to eat a range of high fiber foods. And don't forget to check us out on our other social media channels, including Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We also have a website full of free nutrition resources and recipes, so head over to nutritionscotland.org to check these out. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more Learning Hub videos.